So in this video, I will be teaching how you can connect your solar panel in series and what you expect when you connect your solar panel, what you expect when you connect your solar panel in series. So right now we are going to take a look at solar panel, connect solar panel in series. But first thing first, I want to remind us that in any connection you want to do, you have to know the law, the principle that governs that connection. Is very important. How to series your solar panels, right? Okay, this is a panel here. We can see this is a panel, and I want to say something first. When you are dealing with solar panels, right, you have to know that the panel have some things that the panels work with. The panel produce DC voltage, right? DC voltage, DC current is power, DC power. But inside the panel, there are some things that we need to do what? To know how the panel works and how we can use the panel to install the panel to configure it with other things. So in this video, before we quickly go ahead on how you can do your series connection on either using different size of solar panels, so I'll quickly show us something. So you will now see that a panel have a nameplate. This is called what you call a nameplate, and each panel have this nameplate. So it's better for you to know the size of the panel you want to buy and what comes with it. And this nameplate, there are 4 things that are important to us when you want to size your installation in solar panels, right? So the 4 things we have the panel is rated in watts. This panel is 190 watts. We have our VMPA, we have our IMP, we have our ISC, we have our VOC. These are the 4 things we take into consideration when we want to connect solar panel, either in series, either in parallel, or either in series parallel. So in this video, I will be teaching how you can connect your solar panel in series and what you expect when you connect your solar panel, what you expect when you connect your solar panel in series. So right now we are going to take a look at solar panel, connect solar panel in series. But first thing first, I want to remind us that in any connection you want to do, you have to know the law, the principle that governs that connection. Is very important. And the principle that governs, remember, we have 3 types of connection. Number 1, we have the series connection. Number 2, we have the parallel connection. Then number 3, we have the series / parallel connection. So these are the 3 basic types of connection we have in solar system when we want to connect our solar panels, our solar batteries. Are we together? So as a matter of fact, we are going to look at series connection first, right? We're going to look at how series connection works in the solar panel. After then, we'll now move over to parallel connection. Then we'll now move over to series parallel connection. So stay tuned and watch this video. And please don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and tell me maybe your challenge or what you want me to teach you, or the video you want me to record about connecting either panel or battery, either series parallel or series parallel. I will do that video and quickly drop it for you to learn and for everybody to learn. Okay, now we want to use a particular size of panel, which is 200 watts. Let's use 200 watt solar panel. 200 watts. This is our panel rating. And as I've said before, the panel, you have the VMP, you have what? In the panel, you have the VMP, you have the IMP, you have the ISC, and you have the VOC. VMP is maximum power voltage, IMP is maximum power current, ISC is short circuit current, and VOC is open circuit voltage. These are the 4 things that you will need in connecting your solar panels, right? So, but as a matter of fact, let's just work with these 2. Let's just work with what VMP, right, and what IMP. But our VMP will be working with a VMP of what? 20 volts. Then our IMP will be what? Let's say 5 amps. I want to use this panel rating 200 watts so that we can easily flow with what? With the number, because the figure is not much, it's not big. So let's work with a small size figure. Okay, let's change this to 40 volts, right? Yes, and 5 amps. Remember, our panel wattage. The panel we are using is what? 200 watts. And 200 watts, we have VMP to be 40 volts, we have IMP to be 5 amps. Hope we are together. I will be using 3 panels like this one to show us how to connect the panel in what? In series, and what we tend to achieve as our output. But first thing first, we have to know that there is a law that governs series connection. What did the law say? The law says when you connect panel in series, you increase your voltage. You increase your voltage, and your current remain the same. Current never change. It's only voltage that change when you connect panel in series. If when you connect battery in series, only voltage that increase while your current remain the same. This is the law that governs this system of connection. This is the law that voltage increase while current remain the same. So we are going to apply this principle, this law, in this our connection, so that you will see how voltage increases. So in case you want to do any of your connection, you should know what you are expecting. If you want to connect the panel in series, or you want to connect in parallel, or you want to connect series parallel, you should know when you connect in series, you are increasing voltage, and when you connect in parallel, you are increasing current, and as voltage remain constant. And when you connect in series parallel, you'll be increasing voltage at the same time increasing current simultaneously. I hope we are together. So quickly, let's go into connecting 3 of these panels together in series, and let's see how our voltage will add up and our current will remain the same. All right, so this is my design here using 3 panels. Remember, at the back of your panel, right? At the back of your panel, you already have these two cables. The 2 cables, one is positive, one is negative. So the same thing we have. So the same thing we have over here in this board. We have our positive, we have our negative. So quickly, let's connect these 3 panels, right, in series, and let's see how it's going to add up for us and our output at the end. So when you're connecting panel in series, you have to take your positive goes to your negative of the other panel, then your positive of this other panel goes to the negative of the other panel. So you will not notice that at the end of both connections, or at the end of all the panels or your connection, you will have one negative as open, one positive as open. So these 2 will now be your output. It will now be where this is where you will connect to. Maybe either if it's a hybrid inverter, you connect it. If it's a controller, you run this cable to what? To the charge controller. So right, you pick a cable, you connect it from positive to negative, you are done. Then you pick another cable, connect from positive to negative, you are done. Remember, each of this panel is what? 40 volts and 5 amps. So when you are done, you bring in what? You bring your positive, your negative. So these are positive, right? So we bring our positive, our negative here. Is our negative cable. We bring our positive here. These are our positive cable. So there should be a result that we get from these 3 panels. And what is the result? In series connection, the law states that you increase voltage. So right now, our voltage should be increased because we have each of this panel is 40 volts. So if this 3 panel is 40 volts each, we have to now add up 40 volts plus 40 volts plus 40 volts. This panel will now give us 120 volts. Remember, the current remains the same. So our I, which is current, is equal to 5 amps. So if we want to get the output or the results from this connection, we'll see that our V is equal to 120 volts our I is equals to 5 amps. So this is our result connecting 3 panels. So if you connect 4 panels in series, you are going to add another 40 volts in this place to give you what? 160 volt. If you want to add another one, you are going to get, that is 5 panels in series, connecting in series, and our panel each is 40 volts. Then it's going to give you 200 volts in 5 pieces of panel when you connect them in series. But remember, the current always remain the same. So this is what you will have. So if you are confused about the type of connection you want to do, note that when you connect in series, you are increasing voltage. When you connect in the parallel, you are increasing current. So let's quickly go over and do our parallel connection and see how the parallel connection is and how we are going to increase our current. Remember, in series, your positive will enter your negative. So let's discuss about parallel connection. What is parallel connection? Okay, parallel connection is a connection that you do in a kind of in a situation, one type of solar system that requires you to increase only your current, increase your amps. That is a current, right? So when you are connecting your solar panel in parallel, note that you want to increase your current. Maybe it depends on the connection you want to do. And this type of connection comes basically when you are using a PWM charge controller, mostly. Maybe when you want to install maybe 1 kVA system and your design is to use PWM controller. A PWM controller where you are using it, it's most of them require current and what maintain voltage of 50 to 100 volts. Basically, most of them are 50 volt maximum PV input voltage. So, okay, but now I'm going to teach you how you can connect a solar panel in parallel. But remember, there's a law that governs all this type of connection that we do in solar system. What are the laws? In parallel, we have a law that states that when you connect your panel in parallel, increase what? Your current, right? Then remember, in the panel, we are working towards achieving either current or voltage or the both. So with this, we have voltage here, right? So in this panel, they are saying that, okay, the law says when you connect panel or you do parallel connection, what increases is your current and your voltage remain the same. So when you connect panel in parallel, your current tends to increase while your voltage remain at the same level. Nothing change. It's only your current that change. Voltage is constant. So this is the law that we be applying on our connection. So if we do our connection, we will not get our output result. Quickly, let's connect just like the way we do for series. So if you have not watched the video on series connection, please go back and watch that video on series connection of parallel. This is a parallel connection. So let's also use 3 pieces, and remember, we are using this our design, right? Yes, we are using this our design for panel 200 watts. Then our VIP is 40 volt. Our IMP, which is our current, is 5 amps. We are using this small number so that it can be easily we can understand this easily instead of using a big number or big figures. So now let's use our 3. We have one here, right? We have another one here. Are we together? Then we have another one here, which is the last one, right? So now remember, our panel, like I've said before, you will see 2 cables. Either they will color it for you black and red, or 2 blacks. And you always know that in these solar panels, your cables, one is positive, one is negative, which is plus and minus. So here we have our positive here, is our positive, and what we have our negative here. A negative, a negative, a negative. Then these are what are positive. Then in parallel connection, there is a way we do the connection that is different entirely from series. Hope we are together. So in parallel connection, all the positive goes together and all the negative goes together. So that is how you connect your panel in parallel to increase your current. So now we'll take this is what This is my negative line. I will take a cable here and I will run it, right? Then I'll pick a cable here. I'll bring this one, I'll connect it to this one. I'll bring this panel, I'll connect it here. So this is my negative line. This is my negative. Remember, each panel is 40 volts and 5 amps. So now I'm done with the negative part. So I want to connect the positive part of this connection in these 3 panels. Now I'll pick my cable again. I will bring it here. So I don't want it to jam, so I will cross it over and I will bring it like this. So I will bring this panel cable and do what? And come and join it. Hope we are following. Then this other one, the same thing, I will join it here. Then this is my what? This is my negative output. So remember, all like we do for series, remember a current that is increasing and we are working on 5 amps. So our current in this situation, our current will now be what? Will now be 5 amps plus 5 amps plus 5 amps. Our total current will be what? 15 amps. Then our V, which is voltage, will remain 40 volts. Hope we are following. So this is the simplest way to calculate for or to do parallel connection and how it works. So let's bring our output here, our results here, right? So at the end, we have what? At the end, we have our voltage is equals to 40 volts, while our what? Current is equals to 15 amps. Because we connect in parallel, and parallel say increase current and voltage remain constant. So this is how you can calculate your current for parallel connection. And if you have another panel, you place it here and you connect it negative to negative, positive to positive, you also add another 5 here to give you 20 amps. So this is how you add it up to any number that you want. So this is the rules, and this is how to connect panels in parallel. I hope we are together. So the same principle applies to battery, but battery are rated in different ratings, differently from a solar panel. But the rules of connection, the laws of connection remain the same for both panels and both batteries. So assuming we want to add assuming we want to add another panel to make it 4, what are we going to do? We just have to bring the panel, the 4th panel, to this place. Hope we are together. Then let's label it our polarity. We have our minus here. We have also our what? We have our plus. So it's very simple. These are connection line. These are positive. Bring it here. Then it will be here, connected here, right? So, right? So this is what? My negative will come here. Negative will come here. This is what? A negative. So if I want to add this now, I have to add another 5 amps, right? Remember, we have added another panel to be 4 panel connected in what? To be 4 panel connected in, I have to add another 5. It now give me 20 amps. So if I have to connect 4 panel here, that is my amps, my current will now be 20 amps instead of 15 amps. So if you want to add another one here, it will now give you what? 25 amps. So this is how you connect panel in parallel to increase current and maintain the voltage of that panel. So the principle of operation is that the one voltage of the panel will sustain the entire panel. But when you connect them in what? In series, voltage add up, current remain the same. So when you connect in parallel, reverse is the case. So parallel connection is the opposite of series, and series connection is the opposite of parallel. So this is how the principle of this connection are, and this is what you will get as a result when you connect either in series or either in parallel. But here now we are connected, Societe connected 4 solar panels of 200 watts, 40 volts, 5 amps in what? In parallel, and it give us what? After connection, it give us 20 amps, and our voltage is what? 40 volts. Remember, voltage does not change. Voltage remain the same under parallel connection. How to connect your solar panels in series parallel. How to connect what? Your solar panel in what? In series and parallel. Okay, before we go ahead to do the connection, I want to remind us, I want to let you know that when you connect your panel in series parallel, you are increasing voltage and this is increasing current. Remember, under what? Under series, we increase voltage. Under parallel, we increase our current. So when you are doing series parallel connection, you are increasing voltage and at the same time increasing current. So this is what we are going to take a look at in this connection. So please do well, go back, watch those videos on series connection and parallel connection. Then come back and watch, settle down. Don't rush yourself. You are learning this connection. Settle down to learn how to connect it and settle down to calculate your output power coming from the panel, because it is very important, because you need it to do what? To charge your battery through the help of a charge controller, either a PWM controller or MPPT controller, or through an hybrid inverter. This is what you need. But before you arrive at that point, you have to know how to connect it and know the output that is coming from your panel, the power your solar panel is generating in both voltage and current. So this is why this system or this connection is very, very critical and important in your installation. So right away, we will still be using our 200 watt ratings of solar panel, our VMP using 40 volts, our IMP using 5 amps. I hope we are together. So as a matter of fact, we are going to use this specification of solar panel because the figure is a little bit quite small or low, and it will be easy for us to understand how we can calculate them and come up with our output after our connection. So right now we are going to use what? Right now we are going to be using 4 pieces of solar panel. Like example, using 4 pieces of this particular panel. Right? We are going to use example of this panel. 4 pieces, 4 pieces. So I'm going to connect them in series parallel. Please pay attention to this particular video. Please watch it to the end, because you're going to learn something very important at the end. There is a secret I will be revealing to you at the end. Please and please don't miss it. It's very important for you to learn it. Okay, so in this connection, I'm going to use 4 pieces, right? 4 pieces of what? The solar panel. So this connection will go this way. This is one panel, right? This is another panel, right? So we have another panel here, right? So we have what? Another panel in this place. I hope we are understanding the connections and the drawings. So now, remember our panel, we have our what? The wire at the back of your panel, they are what? Positive and negative. You will always get these 2 cables at the back of every panel. Even if it is half cut or bifacial panels, they might be at the side of the panel, at the middle side of the panel, or at the upside of the panel at the back. But you only have 2, which is the positive and the negative. Right? So okay, let's continue with our connection. So our panel have polarity. This is plus, these are plus, these are plus, these are plus. So let's get our negative polarity, our minus, our minus, our minus. Okay, I want to say something very important in this particular place. Many technicians or installers or electricians who venture into solar system that didn't learn this skill very well before they start installing got confused whenever they want to do series parallel connection. Series parallel connection is not a connection that they do all the time. It depends on your design. That is why I always talk about design, because if you don't know how to design before your installation, you will have issues, problems in what. Remember, we are working on series and what? Parallel. And under series, we are going to increase our voltage. Under parallel, we are going to increase our current. So these 2 connections are going to assimilate, or we are going to connect them together to bring out one single connection. So we have to understand. So if you have not watched my videos on series connection of panels or parallel connection of solar panels, quickly go and watch the videos. Okay, now let's continue. So remember, in series connection, positive goes to negative, positive goes to negative. And because we have these two together here, let's focus on only series first, right? So if you want to focus on only series, you bring your cable, you run from positive down to what? To negative. I hope we are following. Then you bring another cable, run from positive down to negative. So this is where the confusion comes from. Since you are working on two types of connection, focus on series first. Once you are done with your series, right, calculate your output first, right? Then under two series here of using 40-volt panel, we have 80 volts, 5 amps. Here we also have 80 volts, 5 amps. This is what we have for this panel and this panel. This panel are separate panel. There are two sets of panels. So if we add up two panels in series, it gives us 80 volts. Current remain the same. Remember the law of series connection. If you add another two, it gives us 80 volts and 5 amps. Now let's focus and let's start connecting our panel in what? In parallel. Since we are done with our series connection, let's focus on what? The parallel. Under parallel connection, we bring our what? A cable, all positive goes together and all negative goes together. We bring our positive cable, we place it here, we join it here, right? We bring our cable, we place it here, and we do what? We bring it here, we connect it here. Then we bring out our output. These are output under positive. Then we go again, we do for what? We do for negative. Under negative, bring our cable here, we join it to this place. Then from here, we bring it here. So this is our output for what? For negative. So in this output, we are going to calculate for our current. Now remember, when you bring in these two sets, remember you have 80 volts here, 5 amps, 80 volts, 5 amps. So out of these two sets of this our result, since we connect them in parallel now, it is only what the amps that will add up, the current that will add up. So even if this panel has another two sets below, we are going to still have 80, another 80 volts, 5 amps. But if we bring them in parallel, once we are done with our series and we move into parallel connection, voltage doesn't count anymore. The only thing that counts for us is what? Our current. So now we are going to remove this 80 volts from here. Are we there? Because it's only the current that we add up because we connect what? In parallel. So if you add this 5 amps plus this 5 amps, it will now give us equals to 10 amps. I hope we are following. So when you are adding panel in series parallel, when you are done with series, get your output result. So in each of these set of this panel that you'll be connecting, is only one voltage that will stand for the entire system. If you are doing parallel, all the whole sets will be, you only need your current to be increasing either as you parallel it up or you parallel it down. So this is what you need for parallel connection. Then under what? Under voltage, you will need one of the sets. You need one voltage to work to cover up for the entire system. Then your current is what you will be adding up, adding up, adding up if you parallel the system. So if you bring another panel here, assuming we have three panels, this 40 volt plus 40 volt plus 40 volt will give you 120 volts. Then we still maintain it on 10 amps because we only have two sets. If we have three sets, that means on parallel, that means we'll be adding another 5 amps, which will give us 50 amps, right? So on this level, we cannot say that our output for this entire system, entire system of 4 panels, using these parameters of the panel, they will now have 80 volts and what? 10 amps. So this is our output. This is our result for these 4 panels when we connect them in series parallel. So this is how you do your series parallel connection. So, and I hope you have also learned from this video, you have gained value, get knowledge on how to connect series parallel connection. But in case you are still confused, please go back and watch series connection first, watch parallel connection first, and come back to watch this video over and over again on this series parallel connection. I use 4 panel as an example so that it will not be confusing. That is why I use 4 panel as an example. So you can give yourself a classwork, or you can give yourself an exercise to do more using either 6 or 9 or 10 panels. Either any design you do, any configuration is okay. But remember, when you are connecting your panel must be connected mostly when they are aligned together. Like you can connect 4 panels together in series parallel. You can connect 6 panels together in series parallel. You can connect 8 panels together in series parallel. You can connect 9 panels together in series parallel. You can connect 10 panels together in series parallel. You can connect 12 panels together in series parallel. You can connect 15 panels together in series parallel. You can connect 18 panels together in series parallel. You can connect 20 panels together in series parallel. But just know what you are doing. That is why I always make mention of design. Know your design, know what you are doing before you come up with connecting panel in series parallel. And like as I've said before, it is not all the time we do this kind of installation or connection. It depends on your design and what you tend to use. Either you are using charge controller or hybrid inverter. So there is a design that will require you doing series parallel connection. So you just have to do your design very well. And once you arrive at doing series parallel connection, first thing first, do your series connection first. Then after, they come back to do your parallel connection, and it will be very, very easy for you, right? All right. So if you are confused or if you have any question, drop it on the comment section. And if there's any other video you want me to do, kindly drop it on the comment section. I will record it, drop it, and everybody here will learn it for free. And also, don't forget to subscribe to this channel, like or comment, and also share this video to other people that are looking for a way to learn this skill, right? And also, if you have any contract you want us to execute for you, do well to reach out to us. We are a company and we are mobile. Distance is not a barrier. We move anywhere as far we have concluded the deal, the contract. We move anywhere and we execute our work perfectly and neatly, right? Then if you want us to train you professionally on solar installation, CCTV camera installation, and electrical wiring, do well to reach out to us, and we'll give you the full training and with certification from our company. And also, mentorship is available for those that will train in our company. All right. Thank you for watching this video to this very end. I will see you in the next video. God bless you.